Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, or should I say tonight, changing the oil in my 2015 Ram 2500 6.4 liter gas engine. Man, that's a lot to say. So, long story short, most of my vehicles, when I buy them used. I work really hard to get my maintenance packages down at a reasonable price. For example, I got 5 years free maintenance on this Dodge when I bought it for like $600, which is crazy. I can't even fathom doing it that cheaply. But they've been having some troubles at my local Dodge dealership getting it in. Pumps were down one day, not enough staff due to COVID another day. So here I am changing my own oil while it's still under warranty and while I still have that maintenance package. But you know, not everything's perfect. I've got to drive about 500 miles tomorrow, and I don't want to be doing it on oil that I've already gone over 5,000 miles on the service. So don't tell Dodge. Also, don't tell them this, because this is what I'm going with, because I cannot find their Pennzoil Ultra Platinum 040 weight anywhere. Instead, what I have, this is the Mobile One, just going back with what I know. So don't kill me in the comments. I know this is not what Dodge recommends. So use this how to change your oil as a how-to video instead of which oil should I use. It's been plaguing the internet since the internet's existence. And before then it was coffee shops and car shops and everything. Which oil should I use? So do not start that because whatever I say is 100% correct. All right? Anyway, Mobile One is what I'm using. I like Mobile One. They have good things. I've never had any problems with it. Truthfully, I've never really had any problems with any oil. Besides these Hemis, they get that, right, that knock, and it gets really bad in the drive-thrus and all that other stuff. And with curbside pickup and drive-thrus being the new norm, I hate that tick. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep rattling on. So this is their European version. It's got all the APIs, NYCs, whatever C3PO certifications that we expect these to have. It's got them. And just going with K&N oil filter with that too, just because I like K&N. Wix, Frem, you name it. The only ones I really don't like are STP, because I have had some problems with cloggings and things like that with STP oil filters. But that's what I'm going with. 040 takes 7 quarts on this big old Ram, right? Here it is. European car formula, right? What else is this thing besides just a big old Fiat anyway, right? Didn't they buy these? So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna show you the step-by-step instructions to do it. And in case you're wondering what this channel is about and whether or not you should like and subscribe, I recommend it. I really love this channel. But really it's more of a DIY outdoorsy. I don't like calling myself outdoorsy, but I guess it's an outdoorsy channel, right? I do a lot of outdoor things. I fish, I hunt, I hike, I backpack, I camp, whatever, and I throw it all on this channel whenever I feel like doing it. So, right? I do what I want. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get started. So first things first, we gotta open the hood, right? So on these trucks here, there is a little lever right under here. You can see it's got a picture of a car. Even though this is a truck, it's got a picture of a car with its hood open. So we pull that, it pops, right? And then right under here, and I apologize if you can't see, there's a little latch. I don't control the sun, that's why they make flashlights. But there's a latch right here. So, it's a heavy hood, so we're gonna push that on up there. All right, next step in my 5-part plan, I don't remember what step I'm on, 3 maybe? Just gonna cut this box out. Gonna get this opened up. It gives me something to lay on underneath, and also stops a bunch of splatter. This is my driveway. Keeps the spouse happy. Come on. Take that, Jeff Bezos. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I've never changed the oil on one of these, so gotta find the drain plug, gotta find the oil filter, and to do that, I gotta go under the truck. Alright, so here we are, under the truck. Ooh, I guessed. So this is a 13 millimeter. First thing you want to do is drain your oil from here, okay? Reason is because whenever I take that oil filter off, I don't want it to drain out up there. I just want whatever's left in the oil filter to drain out. So I'm going to do this first. I'm going to do this by turning this left. So we have the option. You just want to kind of be above the flow. We can start off up here like this. When the plug comes out, ooh, look at that. Fresh oil. That's what it should be. Got a good strong smell to it. All right, so now we're gonna let that go for a little bit. All right, now this is good enough for me. So, put that back in there. Tighten it right back up. They don't need to be super tight. Click. Right, it's about good enough for me. About to where it starts getting to where I can feel like I really gotta have pressure on it. Look up the torque specs in your manual. I'm sure they're in there. Rumor has it that on nights like these, if you squint really hard, you can see the oil filter. There she is. Right, so this is just the front of the engine. Directly up. There it is. It's got a little dimple plate underneath it for draining. We're gonna get in there and open it. There we go. Just gonna loosen that up. Just gonna drain right out that hole. Filter, dump it in the pan. Right, we let that drain. So then taking your finger and just a little bit of that oil, we're just gonna put that all around that gasket right there. And all that does, that makes it have a good seal, and that stops it from sealing permanently in place due to heat. And then once you get that all around it nice and good, you just put it right back up in. We're going to tighten this in place. This one's smooth on the outside because it's nice and painted. So I might put a wrench on it. We'll see. See how tight I can get it. Now, if this filter was going the other direction, up and down, I would fill it first. But since this one's kind of almost at a, negative angle, I believe that the engine itself, whenever we fill it with oil, will fill that filter up first. Gotta move everything out of my way. It's a lot harder with a camera and stuff in your way. So I'm just wiping that all off to where I can get a good grip and clean my hands. You don't have to tighten it like you're pissed off at somebody. You just want it nice and snug to where it's not gonna leak. All right, and there we are. We've tightened up. Right now we want to go ahead and we want to check and make sure that everything's tight. So we've got our oil filter tight. We've got our drain plug tight. Now we're ready to go up top and start putting oil in. All right, so now that we're in place, I'm gonna have to get a step stool. Jeez. All right, there we are. Had to get a stepping basket. All right, so we're gonna open this up. That's what it says right here, engine oil. Right, synthetic engine oil recommended, 0 weight 40. All right, funnel. Make sure your funnel's clean on the inside. I don't know how many times I gotta use one and it's filled up with something. What's going on here? And let me get a different one. I don't think that's gonna stay in. That's gonna make a mess. All right, now that I got a funnel that fits, and I made sure that it's clean on the inside, I'm gonna go ahead and fit that down in there like that. Let's grab our oil. Poke our holes, and then we just start pouring. All right, so now you can see there's notches here. So that's 1 quart, 2 quarts, 3 quarts, 4 quarts, and up here's 5. So we're gonna bring it all the way down to this 3 quart level, because that'll tell me that I've already used 2 quarts out of this one. All right, so holding it flat, you see right there is where I'm at. That's where I wanna be. All right, and now I hang on to this, and the next time I only gotta buy 1 of these, okay, instead of buying 2 of these like last time. A lot of times you can find it and they'll throw in a free oil filter. All right, now we're gonna step right on over here, right next to the Arm Burner 3000. You guys wonder how I trim my beard, I just get right up against it. All right, dipstick. Clean it off. And if you guys want me to clean my engine, my engine compartment, leave it in the comments and I will. It is dirty, but I'm only gonna do it if you peer pressure me. All right, let's see where we are. I am right here in the safe zone, right at the top of the safe zone actually, which is perfect. That's where I wanna be. Especially too, because there's some parts in this engine where oil hasn't gotten to yet, and it's gonna coat that on the inside. It's gonna fill up the oil filter. It's gonna get to all those places, and that's gonna drop down just a little bit. Clean up any of your oil drops. Oh, you're not burning that off and smoking. When you pull this out, I recommend having a paper towel handy because it will continue to come on out. We're gonna put this back in. And it's got a little lock. Woo, almost dropped it. It's got a little lock area here. So you gotta get that notch lined up and then it'll drop into place. And then it just, like a half a twist is all that you need. So there we are, let's start it up. We're gonna let it run for a little bit, and then we're gonna clear that oil change code. Ooh, look at those legs. Fresh out of winter. I like it. Bright and shiny. All right. When you first start it up, you don't wanna rev it, you don't wanna do anything. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start it. You see immediately, the first thing I noticed with that Mobil 1 is that engine knock, that Hemi knock, that tick, almost gone. All right, so once you get it up to operating temperature, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off, pull my key out. Okay, now without putting my foot on the brake, I'm gonna turn it to on, just on, I'm not gonna start it. And then I'm gonna put my foot down on the gas pedal 3 times. You need to do that in like 10 seconds. Then you turn the key off, and then when you start it up the next time, it's reset. Okay, and that's how you reset your oil change. So now all I gotta do is put air in my tire. But that's another video. Just kidding. All right, well, if you guys found it helpful, you found it useful, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, and you want to see some other videos and things that I get into, or you just want to watch me go fishing every once in a while, make sure you subscribe. All right, with that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. All right, and then you want to make sure you don't have any leaks. Make sure it's all sealed up. No leaks.